So Selvala was a really popular deck that I posted fairly recently, and I really enjoy the deck. So I figured I would bring it back and try it out again in another tournament and see how it does again. It's a lot of fun to play, and people seem to really enjoy watching it. So let's give it a shot. All right, we got match one. Playing against Dots. We're on the play. He is playing Queen Marcheesa. This hand looks pretty good. Queen Marcheesa is probably going to kill Selvala a bunch of times. But we might... This is a fast hand. We might be able to be faster than it. Or we might just kill the Avalanche Mystic. Looks like that's what's going to happen. Alright. Guess not. It's going to Thoughtseize. Take either Nissa or Phyrexian Dreadnought, I'd imagine. Dreadnought's probably the biggest problem. Although, we don't have anything to do with any of that mana yet. He takes the Nissa. Alright, I could just Rampant Growth, play the Druid. I'm not really ramping to anything either way yet. If we draw something good, though, we can go off pretty hard. We draw a card from the Phyrexian Dreadnought. I don't think it's worth doing that blind. Alright. Quite predictable. Alright. What can we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana next turn unless we draw a land. Then we get 6. I mean, it's got to be 6 or more anyways. I think it's prime time. I think that's usually the correct thing to do. We can always just replay Selvala if we don't hit it. Although we might just want a Rampant Growth. That guarantees 6 the next turn. Unless he kills one of our elves. He doesn't know if I have another land, I don't think. I don't think he's seen the Rampant Growth from the Thoughtseize. So he could think it's a land. Is he himself missing a land? Alright. Oh, that sucks because we can't. It puts it on top of our library. Alright. Vampiric Tutor. Oh my god, and it's our only green source. other than this one. That sucks. That actually is a very heads-up play. I don't know if I rampant growth or if I guess I rampant growth. Actually, we can... Nykthos creates 2 mana for 3 mana, and then we can do both. Okay. Although he might be vampiric tutoring for like a toxic deluge. I don't know. I missed another land drop though. It's taken a while to think about it. Alright, I'm going to pause and come back when he decides. Alright, he, oh, okay, so he had a land drop. It was just a tapped land. Alright, and he decided what he wanted to do. So that means that Vampiric Tutor is probably bad news for us. It did take him a minute to decide what to do, so it wasn't immediately obvious. Alright, Wrath of God. Fairly predictable there. We drew a land, fortunately. So we will... I mean, we don't really have much else to do except for play Selvala. He's down to 1 card. I mean, we're down to 2. So we're hoping that he's just playing Queen Marcheesa here. Looks like it. Okay. And he draws 2 cards because of Selvala. But we get to primetime. I guess he could have drawn into removal there. Non-creature, non-land card from it. Okay. You actually should know what these 2 cards are. And he realizes we can cast Primetime next turn. We draw a card. We go off pretty hard there, actually. And we actually draw another card from Primetime as well. Alright, so we won. We got match 2. We are on the draw. Playing against Child of Alara. This hand looks very keepable. So, this could be anything. 5-color good stuff. A theme deck around Child of Alara. Who knows? Probably just 5-color good stuff. Possibly Planeswalkers or something like that. So, he's deciding to mulligan. I guess I'll have to pause. Alright, we're going to keep this hand. He kept his hand. Sometimes it's just Magic Online that gets stuck up there. Oh wow, Dark Ritual. What do you got? Grim Tutor. Alright. I wonder what he went for. Don't hate Priest of Titania. It gives us something to do if he just kills Selvala. Did you miss a land drop? Or you... No, you just pressed F2 on his main phase and moved to his second main and missed a... You... Did you greedily keep? I'm going to cast Selvala. It doesn't do a lot here. Is Fauna Shaman better? No, we can Worldly Tutor on our upkeep and get... No. I'm going to cast it either way. We could Worldly Tutor for the Phyrexian thing, play it, tap that, Summoner's Pact for Prime Time, play Prime Time, have enough lands to play Summoner's Pact, draw 2 cards. It's a bit risky. Yeah, because he could have blue mana to counter something now. I think it's too risky now. Undiscovered Paradise, weird card. Let's just play Forest and Priest of Titania. No, we need Fauna Shaman on the board. Do we lead with... Let's lead with Priest of Titania. See if he's on counter spells. I guess we don't get to... Well, we could do this, and then we're not attacking to do the Fauna Shaman. This actually plays around days as well. And then we can Worldly Tutor. And then we can actually, the following turn, we can actually pay for Summoner's Pact without having to worry about any crazy shenanigans that might happen. I'm going to attack. I want a Worldly Tutor. Wow, this mana is awkward. Didn't even seem to think about... don't know about the ordering. I'm trying to think about what's the best ordering for all of this. If we... I guess we can play the Dreadnought, draw a card. If it's a creature, that's pretty good for us. It's hard for him to counter this. Yeah, it lets us know. Yes, please. Alright, choke. That doesn't do anything. We can actually get anything here. Oh, it's got to be green, doesn't it? It's probably still prime time. Does Woodland Bellower get anything special? It's going to be a green creature. I think it's prime time. Oh, actually, this is, we want, Iolugan's tapped. And he could be, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to get Homeward Path. He could be trying to control our creatures. Green Sun Zenith. We haven't played a land yet. We can, infinite mana. I think we just go off here. Because we can Green Sun Zenith for Woodland Bellower. Get Fierce Empath. And then get Ulamog. Oops, no. Almost clicked OK there. It's a little slow. I can just kill him, can't I? It only creates 2 mana each turn. But he's dead. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. He could have a way to interact with this. He hasn't shown it yet. Let's do it down here so we don't accidentally click OK. Okay. We win. Alright, got match 3. We are on the play. Playing against Baral, and there are no lands in this hand. Shame, because Hall of Gemstone's pretty good. I mean, we can Chrome... No. No. Don't even try talking yourself into this. This isn't a great hand. I think I still have to keep it. And E-Witness? I don't want it to be a land if I put this on the bottom. But E-Witness doesn't do anything. I gotta put that on the bottom. Alright, let's see. At least I think it probably would be wise for him to not cast Baral in turn 2, because then we can turn around and cast Selvala. And, I mean, he can bounce it, but that's about all he can do to it. I mean, he can counter it if he's got a free counter spell. Alright, Into the North is pretty good because it plays around days. And we... Alright, you gave us a bird. You casting Brawl? Alright. This plays around days. Let's attack first. And it also helps us do Titania next turn. Because we need both this Windswept Heath and the Ancient Tomb to do anything with Titania. Looks like Titania is going to get countered, though. Do we just... No, attacking doesn't make any sense. Okay. I mean, we don't really need the mana. We can use it to continue to play around days. I mean, he's probably got a counterspell here. He kept the wrong hand if he doesn't. Yeah, he's paying cost. Alright, Cryptic. Draw a card? Okay. It's gonna be hard to do anything from here. Need like a Cavern of Souls or something. I guess if we can get some Eldrazi. That would be pretty good. Alright, well, that means our time is running out. See if we can resolve this Dustwatch Recruiter. Alright. There is a duplicate So I think... I don't know, I haven't done the math to figure out if we can cast Tooth or Nail. Probably not. Well, that's nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So only if he doesn't have a counterspell. Oops. Oh, actually we get 3 mana from this thing. Oh, yeah, we actually needed it. Oh my god, that resolved. We have a duplicate, and what else do we get? Woodland Bellower and a Fierce Empath? Is that right? Or do we just go for Primeval Titan into a couple of lands? We got 9 mana next turn, 10 if we... I think we probably want to go straight for the Woodland Bellower. Yes, please. I'll take a 15/15. Yes, please. Fierce Empath, please. Ulamog. Okay. Emrakul is permanently exiled as well. So, like, his only out now, I think, is Rise from the Tides. He could potentially just bounce all our things. No, he doesn't have enough for Cyclonic Rift. There are a few other bounce all creature kind of effects. Alright. Not for 4 mana, though. Well, okay, there are. But it doesn't bounce the 15/15. Engulf the Shore is one that would do it. I don't think you want to give me the Woodland Bellower back, though, or the Fierce Empath. Delay. Alright, I mean, I bet it's a cast trigger on the Ulamog, and you're facing down just a lot of damage. Alright. It's still a lot of damage, and now you can't cast Delay. 2, well, okay, and we win. Whew, that was, man, that was interesting. That was a really close one. The fact that he could not counter the tooth or nail was a critical part of us winning there. Man, that was gratifying. Alright, got match 4. We are playing against Dots again. We are on the draw this time. Carpet of Flowers does nothing, but our hand looks pretty good. I don't know, it doesn't really do anything, does it? Do we mulligan this? There's nothing, we're not ramping to anything. Alright, this will have to be fine. And I don't think I'm interested in that. It's a little bit slower. We don't have a mana ramp creature now. 2 depletion counters. We don't need to... Oh, he's playing Gitrog Monster. He switched decks. That makes sense. It makes the Peat Bog make more sense. I was thinking that was strange in a Queen Marcheesa deck. We'll just go for the Nature's Lure. Actually, we could Nature's Lure and get Green Sun Zenith for 0. Is that correct? I think saving the Green Sun Zenith is probably better. Although he is probably running a decent amount of removal. And he played a Phyrexian Arena. Should we just kill the Phyrexian Arena? I think we really want our Selvala in play. Alright, so Gitrog's coming down next turn. Nope. Oh, Urborg. He tapped that for... Alright, well that's not good. So, I think we have to assume that Selvala is not flying. I think it's going to be better here. Since he demonic tutored, I think it's better to Reclamation Sage the Phyrexian Arena and go for like a big mana strategy. Just maybe make him worry about things other than Selvala for at least a minute or two. So these decks usually run Toxic Deluge and Damnation. Or probably just some removal for Selvala. I think stopping the Phyrexian Arena early is probably the right play. Well, that's big. Let's go ahead and... Yes, please. This is a creature we don't really care about. It's gotten its benefit already. He has to sacrifice a land to play Gitrog Monster. Putrefy or Rumneck Exvader. Oh, nope, Gitrog Monster. Okay. Alright. Doesn't get to draw a card right away. He can use this Crystal Vein next turn. Huh. I don't... We could Eternal Witness the Nature's Lore. Callous the Nature's Lore. Puts us up to 6. If we draw a land, we can Prime Time from the Green Sun Zenith. Or we could just Selvala. It probably dies. And then we're not using all our mana unless we use the Sylvan Scrying, which we could use for a dual land, which actually puts us up to 7 as well. And we can, yeah. Alright, I think I convinced myself that Selvala is fine. He probably kills it. And we want to protect the temple that we're going to get. I guess it's not protected because, well, it's really hard to make us discard a land from our hand. There's a few cards that do it, but not many. And I think Temple of the Fault's Gone is probably correct, because he can't really get rid of enough lands that's not good. Because these are all basics. Oh yeah, he has to... I forgot about that part of the ability. He's actually pretty starved for lands here. He had to sacrifice the Peat Bog for, you know, he didn't get to draw a card when he cast his Gitrog monster. I got rid of Urborg? Wow. You got a Rummanek Excavator. If we get it untapped with Selvala, it's pretty good for us. Oh, Life from the Loam, okay. Unfortunately, we don't get to Green Sun Zenith and tap Selvala after we get, unless we get something like, I don't know, that's less mana. Titania. That can't be right, can it? Getting Titania. Acidic Slime? That also can't be right. Not when he's got Life from the Loam. It blocks Gitrog monster. This is all assuming Selvala lives, which is not yet confirmed. He's got... Alright. Well, that gets rid of the Green Sun Zenith. That sucks. So we've got 8 mana available to us. We can Green Sun Zenith for something for 4. Oh, did we just lose? Yeah, we're losing. Wow. Alright. Exceptional hand there. Now we can Green Sun Zenith for something for 3? Or we can Oracle. It's pretty good. then we can't, if we use all green mana, we can't cast Eternal Witness unless there's a forest on top of our library. If we play the Temple, I think I want to play the Temple. And there's a forest on top of my library, and that's interesting. Two card types, so if I get, it's just sorcery and land. So if I get either one, it stays the same number of card types. I've already played my lands for the turn. Get Sylvan Scrying and get that costs mana next turn to get an like an Ayavugan. Ayavugan's still so good. I'm gonna if we're lucky, there's some lands under there. Do we want to try and block? I don't think 2 damage is really gonna... no, we're not gonna block because of the Oracle Modia. It's too valuable. Alright. I guess it doesn't matter. I forgot about that. Sylvan Scrying also gives us a reshuffle if Oracle Modia lives, which is a big if. He got back Life from the Loam. And he drew a card from the Life from the Loam from the lands that were put into his graveyard. And he can get back Barrenmore and cycle it, which draws him 2 cards, but uses up mana, which he does not have an infinite supply of. He sacked the Mazavith. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're 3 short on that. So even Oracle doesn't get us there. Probably just Sylvan Scrying for an eye and cast Selvala. Hopefully there's some lands. Alright. He takes the Sylvan Scrying. I mean, if we had gotten Green Sun Zenith or Nature's Lore, pretty much only the Misty Rainforest would have done anything about that. Alright, there's Life from the Loam. What did he get back? Forest, Rot Farm. He plays Forest. Does he play Rot Farm too? Oh, that is not what I wanted to see. I mean, there's no doubt these decks draw a lot of cards. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. And he gets that back. It doesn't really matter that he gets that back, because we're never... I mean, actually, it does kind of matter, because I have Ugin, those kind of things. Still valuable cards. Alright, so we know what's on top of our library. We got 3 card types in our library now. But we're nowhere near enough mana. And we just gotta cast Selvala and pray. I should have attacked. I'm not blocking. Could at least punish the Ancient Tomb usage. Kind of. Let's hope 4 damage isn't going to decide this game. I'm actually a turn from losing. I could chump. I think I probably should chump. What did he use Petrified Field? Oh, he got it from... Alright. Well, that was probably our one hope. We can't attack with both either if we don't block this. So I'm just gonna block with E-Witness. It's a little too dangerous not to. That's not what I wanted to see. Alright, he blocks. Didn't expect that, honestly, but I see why he did it. Alright, we're at 7 plus 3 is 10. I'll probably block with the Widows if I'm given the chance. This can't be good. Oh, geez. 7 mana? 8 mana for a Nugan. So, he's going to kill Wood Elves. We take 6 damage. Unless we draw something miraculous. We're dead next turn. He still has mana left after casting Ugin. Gitrog monster, I tell ya. Alright. We're not really looking to get our... Well, maybe we are. That is not the card. Oh, actually. It's not ideal because I'm not casting them, but it might let us live. We have to block with one of these, don't we? Oh, that sucks so much. Because neither of these actually have indestructible. And we have to block with them. So if he kills one of them, Emrakul most likely, he'd need a sorcery to do it. Then we have to block with... Oh, they're both Emrakuls. I mean, the Promised End. Then we'd have to block with the Aeon's Torn. Just a Wrath? Because he can't survive a swing from Emrakul. That's all his permanents. So is this a damnation? It looks like a damnation. I wish one of these had an indestructible. What is this? Eternal Witness. Getting back Maelstrom Pulse. But he didn't leave any green mana open. Is there something else? Tutor? Demonic Tutor? For a go for the throat? No, go for the throat's an instant. What do you get? I mean, we're going to find out right now. Edict? Toxic Deluge for 15. Oh my god. Never seen anything quite like that. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. We can't even cast that. He gains 7 life, draws 7 cards, puts 7 permanents onto play. Oh, that was an excellent piloting around. We had a really lucky draw, but he found a way to pilot around it. I guess we cast this. Maybe it'll keep him from... I mean, you ultimate Ugin, right? Like, you just ultimate Ugin, and you draw 7 cards, and you hope for removal, and then we die. Oh man, we were so close to the win there. It was... I mean, I kind of assumed he'd find a way around it. He'd drawn so many cards. Oh my god. Alright, I'm just going to concede. Do I concede? I think I probably do. Like, I still do technically have outs. We're at 8 life, so, like, we're dead next turn. Unless we get a miracle card. He hasn't ticked up Liliana yet. Replaying the Gitrog monster? Alright. Alright. Alright, another land. Burgeoning. And exploration. Alright. Now we definitely give in, because we're dead. Alright, well, I mean, there's just too much removal, too much... the discard was actually really good. He got rid of our Green Sun Zenith right before we were about to cast it, to get a prime time, and yeah, so... It was a hard match to win. We tried to stick it out there. We almost pulled out something, but it happens. All right, we got match 5. We are on the play. Playing against Olivia, mobilized for war. His hand looks okay. The ramp to Ulamog's a big ramp. And we don't have a turn 1. Sakura Tribe Elder might be able to block something, though. I imagine Olivia's pretty aggressive. I don't know if I'm playing the same against the same Olivia I've played against before, but it was very aggressive. Beat me down very fast. Alright, no, nothing on turn 1. Don't give him anything to burn. You can burn Selvala, probably, and unfortunately. Alright, Bitter Blossom. Do we want to save this Sakura Tribe Elder? I think so. We don't need it right now. I don't think we need to worry about anything with haste. Maybe we do. Olivia doesn't have haste. She can give other things haste. Looks like it's just straight Olivia. Okay. Alright, he actually draws a card off of Olivia. Do we want to sack it now? We can kill Olivia. Let's go ahead and sack it now. Everything he has flying. We might want this mana. We can just E-Witness for this Sakura Tribe Elder, play it again, and then maybe get something better next turn. Because we're... Not quite to Ulamog territory. Or do we need to kill Olivia? I think we need to ramp mana. Yes, please. We take 4 damage, possibly more. There's no attacking here. Hopefully he doesn't draw more cards. I'll fire Selvala. So right now we got 6, 7... 8 next turn. We've got the mana in hand. It's going to take us 3 turns before we can play it. Alright, that doesn't... I mean, that draws him a card next turn. Oh, he discarded a card to give the Fairy Rogue haste and +1/+1 counter. He got rid of a red Elemental Blast. So whenever it enters the battlefield. That's interesting. Alright, so we take 6. I don't know what I'm drawing, but... Jeez. I don't even think we can Mouth Run him here. It's just too risky. So... this gets us there next turn. Do we attack? He could play something with haste on the ground. We're definitely not blocking anything with Selvala. Discarding another card. Yep, he discards a land. So we're taking 8 this turn. Then we're casting Ulamog. I guess we get rid of Olivia and Phyrexian Arena. Assuming he doesn't kill Selvala. It's probably Ulamog and Phyrexian Arena. Yes, please. What do we want here? Aeon's Torn is actually castable, isn't it? Is that too greedy? We could just get World Breaker, which blocks. Because he might just kill... he hasn't killed it yet. I think we'd go for the Gusto. Taking 5 damage next turn. He can barely recast Olivia. You got something here? Just scrying sheets? Okay. Alright, gets land. Oh, that sucks. Alright. So maybe it was a bit greedy. We can block with Ulamog if he casts something with haste on the ground. So 5 damage. Okay. We're at 11. So if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't leave enough to mouth Aronum. How much damage are we taking next turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's too risky, isn't it? That's unfortunate. He can recast Olivia if he draws a land. But that saved us 5 life this turn. And if he doesn't draw a land, he can't recast it. Oh, there's a land. Oh, this is going to be really tight, isn't it? We're dead next turn. We probably should have gotten World Breaker. All right. What does that get? It blocks flyers. Nothing. It's just all these flyers, man. It gets duplicate, which kills that, which means we take 6 damage exactly. Should have got World Breaker, man. Oh no, we take 5 damage. But then he could have a kill spell. It gets World Breaker, which doesn't do anything, but it stops. No, but then he gives it something haste. It gets Ascetic Sign. Gets. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Duplicate and going to 1 doesn't really do anything. Because then we just have Duplicate in play, and we're not going to kill him with this Ulamog for a few more turns. Primeval Titan gets some lands, but then we die. I don't think there's any lands. We're attacking with that no matter what. There's no sense attacking with anything else. If he doesn't block, actually, he kills us. Okay, he blocks. Could have gotten Hunt Caller before combat. But we can go up to 8, but there is nothing at 8. Scribe Ranger is pro blue. Doesn't really do anything. Eternal Witness is already in our graveyard. Jeez, it's just all these flyers, man. Alright, I think that's all we can do. He actually can't attack with everything unless he has a kill spell. Woodland Bellower gets nothing special. Oh, it's a green creature. I always forget that. It wouldn't have mattered. I mean, what else do you get? Shoot. I mean, does Scribe Ranger keep us alive if he doesn't kill it? No? No, it doesn't, does it? Does anything keep us alive? I mean, 6 was the maximum. I really want to live. I don't think there's a way. We're just dead. He just discards a card and we're dead. Does he just... Oh. That's strange. Yeah. Alright, I tried. I tried real hard. I mean, there's a chance I could have gotten away without killing Olivia, but if he had even 1 point of a burn spell, we would have died, and I thought that was too risky. We would have maybe been able to keep Selvala in play if he attacks with everything, he just wins. And then, yeah, I don't know. Those first 3 games were pretty fun, though. But we just couldn't seem to close out those last 2 games. And that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it's still a really fun deck. I really like it. It's pretty good. I mean, we did a little better this time than last time. The ones where we won were just crazy good. Like, they're, you know, the way it goes off is really surprising sometimes. Like, I was just like, oh, Green Sun Zenith, that means I win. So, yeah. I always keep forgetting, though, Green Sun Zenith is green creatures. It's only green creatures. I believe Summoner's Pact is also green creatures. I always forget that. So let's open this up. And we got some play points. Alright. That's decent. So, thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.